Hi, this is Debbie from Zingtree, and I'm going to show you how to create a decision tree using the Zingtree Designer tool. So to start, you want to be in My Trees, then click Create New Tree. Here you're asked, how do you want to start creating this tree? Zingtree offers several different tools, several different ways that you can build your trees. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to choose the Zingtree Designer. So before we start building our tree, I'm going to give our tree a name. In this case, we're just going to build a simple troubleshooter for TV power issues. So let's call this TV power troubleshooter. We can choose whether or not our tree displays to the end user in the style of buttons or panels. Buttons look like this. They're better for short answers, and panels look like this, which works great for either short or long answers. So choose the style that just best fits your needs or that you like the best. You can choose a color theme here. I'm just going to leave this at Zingtree default. You can optionally add a description for your tree. These are just notes for you. And let's click Create Tree. And now go to Designer. Okay, here we are in Designer. Every tree starts with one blank root node. And in the Designer, we can identify our root node because it will always be dark green in color. So our first node has been dropped here for us, so let's edit it. And we just double click it to edit it, and the editor will appear. All right, so in the editor of our first node here, we want to add a title, some content, and a question. This is our very first node, so let's just say welcome. And we want to ask the customer to try the power button on the television. So let's just put in here, welcome to the TV power troubleshooter. Let's try the power button. And we can drag in an image as well. So we can either drag and drop an image in, or we can use this image button here in the editor, or you can copy and paste an image into the editor. All three are easy. I'm just going to drag an image in here. And let's resize that a little bit. There we go, that looks pretty good. And our first question that we want to know is, does the TV power on with the button? And save changes. And now we can start drawing out the rest of our little demonstration tree here. So let's drag in some nodes. These are the different types of nodes that you can drag right into the Visual Designer and edit them. The most common is going to be your content node, where you would have text, pictures. The majority of the time it's going to be a content node that you're going to use here. A tree node is when you want to link this tree to another tree. You can have a logic node, a link node, which would link out to an external URL. You can have an email, have the tree send an email, or have your tree generate a document. In this case, we've asked, does the TV power on with the button? So we need a node for success. Yes, it does. And we need one for failure. No, it does not. So let's edit this one here. And this is going to be our success node. So let's just title this success. And offer some congratulations. Let's bring another image in here just for fun. There we go. And we don't have to ask another question here. This is done. We have success. So I'm going to save changes. So does the TV power on with the button? And the answer was yes. We want to go to success. So see what I did here is I'm just dragging this over just like that. And now we want to edit this button. This is the button that showed up for you. So let's edit the button. And we want this to be yes. So, does the TV power on with the button? Yes. Go to node number 2, success. Now we need to deal with if the TV did not power on with the button. So this is going to be our node where we ask the customer to check the plug. And you could just go right in and edit this node right now, like I did last time, but what you can do here is go ahead and hook this up so that you don't forget what you're doing. And hook this up, and we want this to be our no button. So did the TV power on with the button? No. So let's edit this node. It didn't power on, and we want to check the plug. So let's just call this check the plug. And we're going to ask, see, is in their content area, is the TV properly plugged into the outlet? And again, to make it super easy, this is what a TV looks like plugged into the outlet. And let's ask a question. Does the TV power on now? Save changes. When we ask, does the TV power on now? If the answer is yes, that's success, and we've finished. So we don't necessarily need to add another node here. All we have to do is link over back to our success node. Edit the title of this button to yes. Does the TV power on now? Yes. We go to our success node. And if the TV is still not working, we want the customer to send the TV in for repair or replacement. So we need another node here. Drag that out. And this is going to be our failure node. Drag this over here. I'm going to edit this button to the answer of the question, which was, does the TV power on now? We'll say no. Let's edit this node, our failure node. And we're going to put in here, you're going to add some instructions for sending the TV in for repair or replacement. You could put a form in here to collect information. You could send it out to another link with instructions for sending the TV for repair or replacement. Many different options for you. We don't need to ask another question, but in keeping with our theme of images here, here is a box to send your TV in for repair or replacement, and we're going to save changes. And that's our finished tree using the designer tool. You can drag these any way that you like, arrange them, whatever makes sense to you. An auto arrange tool, which comes in handy if you have a very large tree with 50 nodes in here. It'll automatically arrange them for you so that it's easier for you to see. Now let's exit the designer and see what our tree looks like. This will bring you into overview, where you can edit nodes if you like, and you'll have a list of tools for this tree. Let's preview and see what our tree looks like. And there it is. Let's try the power button. Does the TV power on with the button? Yes. Congratulations. Does it power on with the button? No. Is it properly plugged into the outlet? Yes. Congratulations. Does the TV power on now? No. Instructions for sending the TV in for repair or replacement. And that tree looks pretty good to me. So let's go back to overview here quickly. And I want you to take notice that you can get back into the designer from the tools menu and go to visual designer. You can always go back and forth between designer and overview to do your editing, whatever works out best for you. These are the tools for this particular tree. Here is where you will find all of the settings for your tree. You can add your own custom CSS, make it look any way you like, and of course your publishing links. And that's how you use the visual designer in Zingtree.